let's start with St George's Rushen. St George's 0, Rushen 4. Surprising result?
No, not really. You can sort of be a little bit more open after the game is done, but I think, Rushen were favourites in this slightly, but certainly in the first half. I watched the first half, and at 2-0, and you just didn't see sort of St George's really getting back into it, and it went 4-0 in the end. The first one, I missed the first goal because it was within the first couple of minutes. Furo Davies it was, and Johnny Myers looked as if he'd pushed forward, and Furo Davies was there, take the penalty and scored. Then it was the second one, and Stevie Rydin, it was into the box, and Stevie managed to hook it in to make it 2-0, and 2-0 it was at half time. Aaron Hawley, who's been a real jewel for them of late, second half substitute, he got one, and Stevie Rydin got the second. But St George's had chances, there's no doubt about it. I thought Ben Wazza down that right hand side give Jack Snidel a hard time. He's a good little player, and great prospects for him as he develops not only physically but also mentally as well, because he's got a great brain on him, and he's only going to get better and better. But unfortunately for St George's, it just wasn't quite there, I thought, in the centre midfield. Defensively they looked okay, but the centre midfield, it wasn't creating enough, and St George's, when they did get the ball forward to Kieran McNulty, Rushen's defence was solid. So it's a result, I think, that most people expected. Rushen get through to the final, and St George's have had plenty of days in the Railway Cup final, so they'll have to be a bit more patient maybe next year.
And then the other game of the day, St Mary's versus Corinthians. St Mary's 2, Corinthians 4. Were you expecting this to be a bit closer?
Yeah, I did. And, when I spoke to Liam and Johnny last night on Football Focus about this game, I think one of the boys said it was 3-2, and it was looking that way. But I have to say, when Corinthians took the lead through Sean Doyle, Corinthians had a real good spell in the first sort of 10 minutes. But then, St Mary's played well in that first half after that. And when they got their equaliser, and it was forced error, really. Chrissy Canlett was defending, and unfortunately for him, turned the ball into the back of his own net, and 1-1 it was. But then when Frank Jones got the second one, because got to remember that the goalkeeper, Adam Kinvig, got sent off. The talking point, was it a red or wasn't it? He came out of the box big time. He was a good distance out. He was travelling at speed, and Dan Simpson had beaten the centre-back. It looked as if he was going to round the keeper to score, and Dan Simpson was brought down. It was outside the box. Was it a red? It was a strong enough challenge to be a red. But if it had been a booking, I wouldn't have complained, because it was one of them. It was right in the middle. Was it a booking, or was it a sending off? What I liked about it, Stuart Neen, referee, who's one of the best referees on the Isle of Man, probably had made the decision himself in his head, but he went over to the linesman, Peter Greenhill, just really for an insurance policy, I think, on his decision. It was going to be a big decision, whatever way. And between the two of them, they sorted out, came back, and he red carded him. Adam was upset about it. It's his first game for his new club. I accept that. But you've got to be so careful as a goalkeeper coming out like that. It wasn't a malicious tackle, but it was enough to get the red. Now, Carl Clark went in, and Carl is a brilliant defender. But tell you what, he did really well in that second half in goal. Pulled off 2 or 3 really good saves. And I mean, TV jobs, full sprawled, spreading out and stopping it going in. And when Frank Jones got the leading goal for St Mary's, it was corner, and Frank was there. And Frank looked well up front today, against alongside Stevie Priestnell. And 2-1, I just thought this is going to be a real test for Corinthians. And I thought, and I'm sorry boys if I upset you, I thought Corinthians went in the shell a little bit and maybe sulked a little bit, because suddenly they're 2-1 down. They're young lads, it was a test for them. And then when Sean Doyle got the second one, great delivery, and Sean was there to head it in, 2-2, and then Corinthians just went on then. And it was Dan Simpson who got the third. Good goal by him. And then Steve Whitley, a good cross in by Dan Simpson. Doyle missed it, and Steve Whitley was there, just controlled it and smashed it in. So 4-2. But I have to say, the second half performance and effort by St Mary's was 100%, and give them credit, because when they went down to 10, it could have been so different. But actually, they looked the better of the two teams. And congratulations to Corinthians getting through to the final. They won it, 3 years ago against St George's, so they've got the chance now to play against a really top side in Rushen, and it's going to make for a great final on Boxing Day.
Perfect. So let's look at the other games in the Premier League. So we've got Moran 1, Peel 2.
Yeah, and this was going to be a close battle, and Moran took the lead, but it was a Peel boy that got the goal. Believe Luke Doherty's put his hands up and accepted it was an own goal. So Moran leading, and you just think, wow, he is the 7th game on a bounce that they could be winning on this one. But Lee Gale, great to see him back. One of my favourite players in Manx football. I believe he scored from the penalty spot for the first. And then the second one, he just finished it off as Lee Gale does. So 3 points to Peel. Massive, massive 3 points. When you look at the league table, they're still sort of in that danger zone. But it does lift them above Douglas Royal, Douglas High School Old Boys and Ramsey. So they're looking in a far better position now in 9th place, and they'll be hoping to pick up some more points and climb up that table.
Then we've got Ramsey 1, Aire 3, and Morecambe Kelly left a voice message with the results and all the details, and I do apologise, I missed his call because I just happened to be on the phone to one of our interviewees. So I do apologise, Mr. Kelly, but thank you for sending in the results. Yeah,
thank you, Malcolm. He works ever so hard down there. He's probably doing the bar at the moment, but today it was Aire United who were leading at half-time. They were 1-0 up. Not too sure who got the first goal, but Sean Kelly got 2. And Danny Hawke got 1, so well done, Danny. But it was Ashley Kelly who got the goal for Ramsey in the second half. So they had a good go. Aire are a good side. Aire will be enjoying it in Ramsey Town tonight, I'm pretty certain. Ramsey boys, lick your wounds and get on with it. You're having a good season. You're hopefully going to stay in the Premier League, and you build on it for next season. So good battle. It's always a great night out in Ramsey after a local derby, and enjoy the night.
Good result for Douglas Athletic. They drew with Lexi 2 apiece.
Well, it was, and it's a big result for them because that's a bonus ball. That's a bonus point for them, and they need to get a few more of those. But with Athletic now on 15 points, it keeps them above Peel. But Lexi will be disappointed with that one because Lexi had a good team out today. Jordan Cooper got 1. I'm not too sure who got the second, so if you can text us through, please, 166 177. And also, Craig, if you're listening, we could do with the Douglas Athletic scorers today. 2 goals, so somewhere along the line, if someone can get in touch with us, and we'll give the scorers a mention.
Moving on to JCK Division 2, and we've got Foxdale 2, Maldhu 1.
Yeah, big game for Foxdale, and it was 2-0, I think, to Foxdale at half-time. Jay Chatwood with 2 goals, so well done, Jay. For Maldhu, it was Darren Flanagan, their new signing. What probably didn't help their cause was towards the end, Dean Kinley, who only signed for Maldhu this week, got a red card as well. So he's going to be missing for whatever, 2-3 games, whatever the offence was. And for Foxdale, it's a big, big win for them. It sort of gets them closer to the teams at the top, Union Mills, Ramsey Youth Centre, Anken. It'll put them on, 31 points now, so they'll move above Colby. Bit more pressure on Anken, who are on 32. Ramsey Youth Centre on 34. And Union Mills well and truly ahead, 8 points clear of Ramsey Youth Centre on 42.
Then we have Douglas and District 3, Pulrose 0.
Good battle. Daniel Kinley got 2. Luke Callister got 1. It was 2-0 at half time. So Pulrose made a good game of it, playing a lot better. But the important thing for D&D is 3 points, because when you look at the league table, they're not in a place where they like to be. They're 10th. But 3 points on there puts them on 16. And actually, I think their Governors Athletic won against Jim. So
big result
they're still
for them.
3 points behind Governors Athletic.
Yeah, Governors Athletic beat Jim's 2-0, and Jim's were 1 point ahead of them in the table before today. Yeah,
they were, and that's a great result for Tony Sewell's team. And I'm sure Facebook is live with Tony. He loves it on Facebook. Sam Liver got 1 down Furby it is. Thurwell got 1. And a penalty saved by Michael Oates for Governors Athletic. Well done, Parrott.
Moving on to Combi 1, and we've got Lexi 11, Douglas Athletic 1.
Yeah, big game that score for Lexi, and that's maybe why Sam Spooner's not around, because Sam playing in goal today for Douglas Athletic, I heard.
Really?
We're banter-proof, Sam. We won't wind you up, so you can come to the studio if you find it in yourself.
He's never coming back.
But today there's a standout player for Lexi's combi. Rob McAuliffe, he got 6. Sam Greasley got 2. Jeremy Lovett got a goal. Will Burkhurst and Tommy Callow in the combination today got a goal there. Haven't got Athletic sole goal scorer, but I'm pretty certain Sam did everything he could to keep the ball out of the net. But today they hit a crack team in Lexi and scoring 11 goals.
Mm-hmm. Then we have Aire 3, Ramsey 1.
And it was, that's all I've got. It was a good result for Aire United, but I haven't got the goal scorer. So if you can text us through, please, 166177. And
we've also got St John's 3, St George's 3.
Great result, this one. I think that's a brilliant performance by St John's. Sort of bit of a patched up team. St George's, very good young players there coming through. But awesome display. I work with Liam. You got a hat-trick. So well done, Liam. And I might just buy you a bacon bap on Monday.
Very nice. Hold him to that. And also thank you to the person who texted in the Aire versus Ramsey score. Appreciate that. And in Combi 2, we've got Anken 2, Ramsey Youth Centre 2.
Doesn't really help either club in this one because when you look at the Combination 2 title, you've got Unimills top, Anken second, Maldhu third, Ramsey Youth Centre fourth. So Youthy and Anken in this game wanted really maximum points. And okay, it makes Anken a point closer, but it's not going to help them. But Tom Lancaster, the star today for Anken, he got 2. And for Ramsey Youth Centre, it was Martin. We haven't got their goal scorers, but a good note on this one was the performance by Martin Ferris. The referee had a brilliant game. So congratulations to him. And if you could, please text us through 166177.
And then finally in Combi 2, a good day for Braddon. They drew with Governors Athletic 4-4.
Yeah, it was, but I think Braddon will look at it as points dropped. It was 2-2 at half-time. We haven't got Governors goal scorers, but for Braddon it was Josh Brew and Sean Goldsmith who scored in the first half. Luke Hegarty got a goal, and I've got Stephen Holzall got one from the penalty spot, but I've also got in brackets here Adam Fair, who was only 4 goal scorers. I've got 5 names, so don't know what Adam's done, but certainly Steve Holzall's penalty will live in his memory because Steve's getting a little bit older, but can still score goals. So well done, Steve.